What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We have our final locals before nationals. Unfortunately, I wouldn't be attending, but Justin is playing in the event, and Ben and Robert are going to go ahead and play in side events. And right now we have round one being between Robert playing Enel and a new player. Didn't really see him too much around locals, but he's playing Red Purple Law. I'm glad we're getting a bit more diversity in locals, and we got a fun little thing coming up where we'll be doing a series, at least one match a week, going up on Thursday or so, and you guys will see what it's about. It's a pretty fun little series. I'll probably record multiple matches throughout the week for said series, and then slowly but surely go ahead and put them up. Back to the game here, we got Robert going ahead and going first. We're not playing the big mom package, so we don't play the putting to try to go and search the 7-cost mom. Law player not doing much either, just playing 2 Dawn and passing. Robert probably going for 6 here. Possibly. Now instead we're going to pay 2, we're going to play Ashura. Sure, looking to grab, I don't know, probably like an ohm or something. And we do go ahead and we just grab the 7-cost Enel. Do we still go ahead and swing with leader? Nope, no leader swing at all. Going on a lot's turn. Has 4 Dawn, we're swinging 5. Robert probably gonna take a look for a trigger, and I think we hit a 7 mom off of that. But I just think that he got asked how many cards in hand, and that's because the blocker law is coming down on board, ripping 2 cards out of hand. We hit that Enel, it's gonna be the worst feeling in the world, because our sure search was for nothing if it happens. Flash of the hand, and we hit a Holly, and we hit the Enel. That's terrible. Passing back on over to Robert, going to 5 Dawn, and we're just gonna outright play Gadatsu. And Gadatsu just going ahead and dealing with that law. And then we're swing 5. Law thinking on a trigger. Maybe a jet pistol, but it's just a gamma knife. Going ahead and gaining a Dawn, which pretty much net zeros our loss from minusing the Dawn on the law. Just taking some time here, thinking on what to do. We do probably want to address that Gadatsu as soon as possible, so probably want to go ahead and find a way out. And we do get our first trigger of the game, being Shirahoshi, which is pretty good. What do we get rid of with the Shirahoshi, though? I'll get rid of a couple of bricks, right? Like if we have too many big costs, or maybe like an extra Shirahoshi. So it looks like we pitch a Sanji, which $10 for Sanjis. Lord help me. And we pitched a Holly. So we're paying 1. Looks like we are gonna play the Gordon. We have a way to get rid of the Gadatsu now. Using our Gordon effect, bottom decking the Gordon to put minus 3k on the Gadatsu. I don't think Robert's really played against any red purple law outside of Tyler probably, but I don't know how often they've actually had a match and played. So just confirming the effect of the Gordon, and then we're tapping 5 is what it looked like. So we're probably laying down one of the kid blockers. Yep. So we trigger our leader effect to bottom deck the Gadatsu, gain a Dawn, and play a 4 cost or less. Which is exactly what we're going to do. And I think we might have a Beppo. We do have a Beppo. I would probably play the Beppo, but I think as we saw earlier in the game, our opponent did fan his hand and he has a Zorojuro. We'll see which one he decides to play. I kind of like the Beppo a little more, but that's just me. And I think our law player is just explaining his leader effect. And we do go ahead and we choose to go with the Zorojuro. I don't know. I don't agree with that. I probably would have just gone with the Beppo instead. But I guess with the Zorojuro, you have a consistent way of getting active Dawn instead of rested. And we'll see what Robert goes ahead and decides to do with his turn here. In a weird spot. You kind of want to have another Gadatsu so you can go ahead and remove that Zorojuro. And we just go ahead and we put 2 underneath our leader and we're swinging 7. Which we block and we 2K out of that. And we're paying 4. Probably playing a Sanji or a home. Nope, and we just play the Sanji. Leave one up, which we probably have an Enel Thor. And back on our law player right now. Let's see, we are at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Dawn total. See, we could put a Dawn underneath Zorojuro, swing 5, gain a Dawn, so we go back to 6 active. Swing our leader, and then yeah, it looks like we just go ahead and we do put the Dawn underneath. And trigger the Zoro effect. Swinging 5, comboing a 2K. That's Robert's hand has to be dog water for that man to be comboing a 2K on a 5K swing. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's see what Robert gets out of his promo pack real quick. 7 Kid. Disgusting. Best 2 out of there are the Zoro and the Kaido. Or not the Zoro, but the Luffy. We just swing 5 with our leader here. And Robert taking it, not getting a trigger, but I do think we just got a Yamato. Tapping 3, and we have a Rush Zoro, swinging 5 once again. And then playing the Law. Okay. So it is the Searcher Law that if you have less Dawn than your opponent, you look at the top 5, add a Kid Pirate, Heart Pirate, or I think a Straw Hat. So it might just be Heart Pirates. But we do use our leader ability. We play Beppo, trigger the Beppo and our Kid. Yeah, and it looks like we do have Robert down to 1. Should be at 9 Dawn this turn. Yeah, Robert in a really rough spot here. Not really a whole lot that he can do. He has to go ahead and try and out the board. He can play Yamato. Yamato can pop. Let's say we go ahead and we pop either the Beppo or the Law Standing. And then we go 5 at Zorojuro, probably eats a free block, and then 5 with the Sanji, but then that just leaves us defenseless, but we at 2 life. Robert's hand has just got to be really rough. Robert just taking some time here. He's definitely in a difficult spot, so I don't blame him for taking a little extra time here to go ahead and think. Opponent only has 1 card in hand, but 1 Dawn open, so it could be a Rad Beam, could be a guard point. And looks like our leader is going for 5 at the Zorojuro. That is going to go ahead and eat the block from the kid. And we're just tapping 8, playing a Katakuri. And we're going to go ahead and stack the Shura. I don't know. I guess I would only play the Yamato if I felt confident that I can go ahead and clear most of the board. Yeah, this law player has definitely made a lot of correct use and a lot of good play with the deck. He's pretty much keeping up with Dawn, which is relatively hard to do when you're playing law. And we're just going ahead and we're swinging 5 with the Zorojuro, gaining another Dawn, comboing a Gadatsu. Probably not letting that sure trigger go just yet. Do we? I mean, why wouldn't we just swing? I mean, I guess you want to swing big numbers, but I don't know. 5s seem fine if I were like in a Dawn like deficit, but because we're not, we could swing 7s. Because right now you know you're gonna trigger a Shura, so you can just get that out of the way, and he has a blocker, and you have at least 4 swings. 5 if you want to count your kid. We are going to go ahead and swing 7 with our character law. Nope, looks like we're just swinging 5 instead. Triggering the effect to go ahead and search for a Heart Pirates. I'm gonna say confidently it's a Heart Pirates card. We do find a Gamma Knife. That's pretty good. Yeah, that should suffice as the easiest answer to that category. Because now we just get to -5 the category. I will say this, not to any discredit from Robert, but he did get severely unlucky not getting too many triggers. Like, we've only seen the Shirahoshi so far. And just looks like we got some thinking going on. And we're going 7 with the Rush Zoro, triggering that Shura. See a Cracker, see a Sanji, see a Beji, Cracker, Yamato. Do we whiff? Or is that a Satori? Okay, it was at least a Satori. We almost whiffed. Alright, and now we put one underneath the Beppo. We're swinging just 6 with Beppo. Combos out the Satori that he had in hand, so now we have full knowledge. Or we don't have knowledge of what's in hand, but we go 9. Takes it. We trigger Shirahoshi. Sanji, Shirahoshi, Thunderbolt. Get rid of that Thunderbolt. Well, what else do you get rid of here? Yeah, you get rid of the Enel. Just could not tell what else Robert had in hand, and then we have to trigger the Enel's effect to pitch the 7 cost Mom, which would have been nice earlier, but can't do a whole lot about it. Now that we burned through the leader effect, we don't bother swinging 6, right, with our blocker. Like, we're not afraid of dying, but was there a reason really not to? Maybe to avoid possible board clearance, and plus you get free blocks if he just swings 5 with his leader and puts 3 into Shura. We're replacing the... What are we replacing? Are we just... Wait, what? Did we just do the effect and not replace anything? I guess so we can have 2 dot open for... Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're in such a strong spot that it doesn't really matter what you do. Law player with 3 cards in hand. We have Zorjiro, Beppo. We have a full board, which looks like we are putting 5 underneath the Shura. Oh, I mean 5. Jesus Christ. Putting 3? Was that 3 or 2? Okay, just 2. Is this going to burn a guard point? Looking like it might be burning a guard point. I think we're heavily debating on whether or not we're gonna burn the guard point. Because that would be the only card that makes sense, right? Unless you're like a rain. Oh, it is just it's a fucking Sachi and Penguin and an ulti. And then we swing 8 at the Zoro. Bro, why? To play Katakuri again, and then we stack the Shura once again. And we have 4 in hand. This is why I just despise yellow as a color. No matter how much you think it's completely down and out, it just comes back. And you know, you have cards like Katakuri, you have Yamato, you have 7 Mom, you have the Enel effect itself, 10 Mom if you play Kata. I hate yellow. I just hate yellow so much. I hate that color. This color is terrible to play against. Literally playing Casino Royale. So we're gonna pay 2. So we are gonna Gamma Knife the standing. I don't know why we didn't Gamma Knife originally. It's just saving it. And Robert is reading the Gamma Knife. So we do have that down to a 3K. And if our law player wants, he technically can go ahead and try clearing the board, but I don't know. I feel like I would just go face and try and kill him this turn if I could. But we know we're getting a sure out of life, so if he ends up hitting like another tutorial, there's a chance that we probably don't kill him this turn. And looks like we combo out a Beji out of the character law swing. Character law going ahead and grabbing a blocker law. Thing searches itself, kind of insane. And how much are we paying here? Okay, we're just counting out Dawn. 200 needs Zoro to swing 7. There's a Shura Hoshi in there, and now we know about the Shura. Okay, so we have at least 2 hits, 3 hits. We probably grab the 2K. There we go, we do grab the 2K. Alright, and we do combo out 2 after going in with the Beppo swing for 7. So at 1 life with 1 card in hand, we go 6. And never mind, we go 7. Triggers a Sanji, but if he triggers Sanji, he can't trigger the leader effect. Which at this point, I think you just don't trigger the Sanji and you trigger your leader effect. Pitching the Sanji itself, going 7 at life now. Getting a Holly. Leader effect. Getting rid of the Katakuri. So now there's no way we lose. Rush Zoro, combo out, pass turn. This just might be GG's. Robert just thinking on what he could possibly do to get out of this, and I don't think there's a way. Hey, Robert just shaking his head. Okay, we got Robert trying to go ahead and math everything out here. There unfortunately just does not seem to be a way to make this any sort of reality that he can go ahead and win this game. And that's the game. Yeah, Robert just does what he could to go ahead and deal life, but can't do a whole lot about it. Let me know what you guys think about this match down below, and I will see y'all in the next one. Peace.